top of the morning. Happy October 21st. I'm coming to you guys feeling pretty good. Yesterday, I had my first workout since September 24th. I didn't go too crazy. I'm a little sore today. I just walked side by side inside of the pool and took it really, really easy. But even that, which was doctor recommended, physical therapist recommended, I still feel a little sore. So my wife said, just take it easy, listen to your body. So that's hard to do when you're just wanting to sweat. But then I went in the steam room, sauna. So feel pretty good today, you guys. Let's go ahead and get rolling. I'm gonna have somebody bring us out on the field, as always, on these calls. And I am going to go over to somebody that is not driving. And before we get rolling, you guys, I wanna encourage you to throw your cameras on, be here, be present, be in this moment. And I wanna see your faces. I wanna engage with you guys, and I wanna have a conversation with you. But since On2's here, On2, I'm going to turn the mic over to you. Yes, you, in her Letterman jacket. You're going to bring the group out on the field on this beautiful, amazing morning. Share with us what we need to hear, what's on your mind, what's the sentiment, and let's get this train moving down the track. Let's go. If she can find the mute button. Okay,
Sorry.
there it is.
I'm on my phone, so it's a little different than my laptop. Well, I say keep hustling and doing the thing that's good for your business so that it's a domino effect, right? So when you have a buildup of the work that you put in, you will see the result. And I feel like that's what I've been doing, and I know we all have, and we'll see the result. And I'm seeing my result as from what I've been doing for the past couple months.
Yeah,
So keep grinding.
And I appreciate the messages that you send and stuff that you're doing. You could tell, right? Growth is evident and stagnation is evident as well. Like if you're truly growing, and even though if you haven't put up the escrows just yet, like it's coming, but your stagnation is showing as well. If you're doing nothing, if you're sitting back, just thinking that you're putting on this front, like you're kind of committed, people are going to see that. People are going to see that. They're going to see the people that are showing up every single day. It is evident. So great stuff. Appreciate your sentiment. And let's just go ahead and get rolling. You guys, got a lot of things on my mind. And I saw a prompt the other day on ChatGPT, and I want to start this off. And I want everybody, if you have ChatGPT, I'll put the prompt in the chat down below. And what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to put this in your ChatGPT, because what's happening is that if you're using ChatGPT, you're obviously getting some customization built into that app. And if you don't have it, what are you waiting for? Just do it. It's a minimal fee to pay every single month to help you have virtually an assistant. So what I want to do is I want to share with you a prompt that I saw on social media last week. And then I used that prompt this morning for encouragement for this call. But I thought that the result was really, really powerful. And so first and foremost, I'm going to drop this here. Now, before I share mine, I want to encourage you, implore you, and push you to just go throw this in yours, because I think that we're all going to have similar answers, but I think it's a message that we all need to hear from time to time. And so I'm going to hit send right now. Boom. And you might have seen this. All right. And here's the prompt. The prompt is, tell me something that will destroy me so much that it will make me prospect in real estate. Heartfelt, intense reply only. Okay, so that's the prompt. So what I want you to do is take that prompt. If you're not driving, if you are driving, come back and do this later on and grab that. It's in the chat. Now, I want to share this with you. And Ophelia, I'm going to have you take yourself off of mute, because I just want you to read this out loud to the group. And if you would, sorry if reading out loud is a struggle, but it's okay. I remember it was nerve-wracking for me too. So I want to thank Mel, because Mel, I think, had put this in her story, somebody that we follow, or maybe I do follow now. But I want you to read this just here. Go ahead and read it out loud to the group.
Okay. No one is coming to save you. No one is sitting around thinking about how to give you business or how to make your dreams come true. Every single day that you don't show up, someone else is. Someone else is picking up the phone, shaking hands, building relationships that could have been yours. Your name, your business, your legacy. It doesn't exist unless you create it. You say you want success, but the market doesn't care about your intentions, only your actions. Your future, everything you want, is slipping through your fingers every second you hesitate, every hour you avoid the hard work of prospecting. Someone else is out there becoming the person you said you'd be. Those dreams of success, financial freedom, of building a life on your own terms, They don't live in your vision board or your goals. They live in your next call, your next conversation, your next moment of effort. Imagine waking up 10 years from now in a life that feels small, knowing that you could have more if you had just pushed through the fear and the discomfort, the rejection today. The question is, how much longer can you afford to waste time? Your future self is begging you, pick up the phone. Good grief.
I want to pause there for a second.
Ooh.
Now, this is obviously programmed because I've been using ChatGPT for a while now. But think about some of the things that are in here, and I want to hear from you guys. You say you want success, but the market doesn't care about your intentions, only your actions. And the vision that you want for your business, it says it doesn't live on your vision boards or on your goals. They live in your next call, your next conversation, and the next moment of effort. And I thought this was a really powerful way to start out Mondays, because this is the time where we're talking about moving the needle in our business. So Ophelia, since you read that, I want to you to share with the group, like, what landed for you with what was produced from that.
It's powerful. It's really black and white. There's just no sugarcoating it. It's like, do you want it or you don't want it? And it goes right back to, I love how it says you have to pick up the phone. It really is, it goes back into your daily habits, right? What are you putting in motion? It's the small little steps that create those big moments. You want the big moments, but you got to put the little reps in. And, intentions nobody cares about intentions. It only, soothes your ego. Oh, you had the intention to do it. Good job. But you failed. No, I'm just kidding. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have the good intention. Intentions are well, but they have to be executed. And it's all about action. It's just action. Your vision does not live in that board. It lives in your small actions that you got to take every single day. I mean, it's profound.
It's really powerful.
It speaks to me in a whole different level, like, but yeah.
So here's what I want you to do, Ophelia, is I want you to put that prompt. And Mel, I'll give you a shout out because I saw this on your story and we had a little conversation about prompts over the weekend. I saw this in your story. I followed that guy. I put that prompt into my ChatGPT, but I just changed a couple words. But I liked how it started out because it was so powerful. Tell me something that will destroy me so much that it will make me prospect in real estate. Heartfelt, intense reply only. So obviously I added a layer to it. And I tell you what, you guys, I sat with that response this morning and I looked at it and I read it over and over again. And I said, it couldn't be more true. And this is a good self-reflection. So as we go through this exercise this morning, I would love to hear some of yours. I know some of you put it in. So Dre, don't go too far. Blessing, don't go too far. And Melody, I just want to say thank you for dropping that and resharing that, because I think it was really powerful for us all to see. ChatGPT called out my boo sweets and said, I need to do better. Okay, don't go too far, because now we are curious. But I got a hand up from JJ. I got a hand up from Antu. Let's go, JJ. What's your contribution? We'll go on to, and then we'll get into some of these replies.
I just
Let's
want
go,
to say
JJ.
real quick, Ophelia said that you failed. It's actually worse than failure because you didn't even try. So you couldn't even fail. It's actually worse. Intention is worse than failure.
Yeah. You had all the intention in the world, but you didn't take one step. So yeah, I absolutely agree with that. So let's go on to what's your contribution in the conversation. Then we'll go Ashley, and then love to hear from Dre.
Funny that you posted that because I read that a couple weeks ago, and when you're a new agent and you're practically working for free because nothing is coming in money wise, that would really giving me the inspiration of like continue working, because the grind is hard and it gives me the onto, if you don't go out there and doing the open houses, you're not going to meet new clients. You're not going to meet, new prospects. And that quote literally kept me going to now and still continue doing the open houses, even though it's dreadful and it's long and it's annoying. And that kept me going. That exact quote. It's funny that you posted that.
Listen, we're all, my hope is that we're all in this journey of evolution. And this is a constant journey of self-discovery and evolution and looking at ourselves internally and really reflecting. That's my hope. But I want you guys to be real with yourself. If you guys were working a 9 to 5 right now, means you clock in at 9, you take your hour break, you leave at 5 p.m., and you have certain duties and tasks that you need to do within that 8-hour time frame. That's why the company hired you. If you were to do what you are doing right now and you correlate that to being in a 9 to 5 and being in a corporate position, would you still have a job right now? Let me just keep this real. Like, would you have a job right now? Or would you get a notice to say, you know what, you're underperforming, Vernon. You haven't showed up for work for the last 3 days. We're going to consider this a no show or no call, no show. And we're going to release you from the company. Your final paycheck will come to you within 72 hours. Would you still have a job right now based on the performance that you were given if your real estate career was a 9 to 5? And sit with that for a second. Sit with that for a second. Some of you guys are getting paid what you truly, truly deserve to make in this business. Some of you guys are making bonuses, you're hitting quotas, you're breaking company records, all these things. Now, if you're on the other side of that, that's yours. You need to sit with that and make some serious changes, but you have to ask yourself, would I still have a job right now? If I was in corporate America, would I still have a job based on my output from my real estate career right now? Ask yourself that. Ashley, let's go to you, and then we'll go Blessing, and then, oh, sorry, we'll go Ashley, then we'll go, there she is. Drea, put your hand up so I don't miss it, and I want to come back to you. Ashley, let's go to you.
First of all, if I was in a 9 to 5, I would be breaking some serious labor laws. I need to remember to eat lunch and take my 15-minute breaks. Um, Also, okay, I wanted to read what ChatGPT gave me because I thought it was really powerful for me and a lot of people that are on this call. Is that okay?
Yeah, I would love it.
Okay.
Listen, go ahead. Take it
All
away.
right. It says, Ashley, imagine 5 years from now, looking into your children's eyes and as they ask why their dreams were postponed, why opportunities slipped away because you hesitated to chase yours. Picture the house you could have provided, the vacations you didn't take, the college funds left incomplete. Every no you don't hear from prospecting is one more no for them. You've come too far to let your kids see you settle, to let fear take the lead in a world where they're watching you be their hero. Your future isn't about real estate. It's about rewriting the story of your life and theirs. Letting fear or exhaustion win today is teaching them that safety is more important than growth. But when you rise, when you knock on doors, send that message and push past the comfort zone you're showing them that nothing is out of reach. Every cold call, every outreach is not just business. It's laying down a future one brick at a time for your family. Do it for them. Let this moment be the one where you burn through the excuses, face your fear, and know that no dream is too big, not for you, not for them. You've got the power to build their future, but you have to start with the foundation today.
That land for a second. Let that land for a second. Like, that's a powerful, powerful message. But what it knows is it knows Ashley. And the more you use it, you guys, the more it starts to adapt to who you are and how you like to communicate. It knows that she has kids. It knows that she's been through a lot. Probably knows that she's slept in her car at one time, right? Knows that she's been through some serious challenges in her life to see where she is not now, that she's never going to let off the gas. So that was really powerful. Mel, I want to hear from you really quick. What was something that you heard from Ashley or somebody else that just shared, what landed for you, and where's your head at right now?
Oh my gosh, so much like talent on this call. Literally. I mean, I just sit back and I'm in awe of all of you. Ashley, that was fire. You should be an inspirational speaker for sure if lending doesn't work out. But
Yeah, I agree.
I like what George said. He said I'd be fired as an investor if what does it say? As a salesperson, I would be fired as an investor if I get a bonus monthly. Oh, wait, do I get a bonus monthly? I thought that was really clever. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything specific or like, like thought provoking to contribute. I thought that all of that was really fire.
Really fire. And I appreciate you putting this additional one. We'll talk about that in a moment. And, I'm curious to hear yours, right? Because you use ChatGPT, quite often. I'm loving the responses. Let's go, Dre. Then we'll go Blessing, and then we'll shift gears in the conversation. Thank you, guys. Yeah, Ashley, powerful.
Yeah, I like your guys's. I think it's interesting that ChatGPT wants to throw kind of family at you, right? Like it hit Ashley with the family card. It hit me with my fiance. It's like, would you want to tell Sweets, that you can't? Here, I have to read it to you guys, but I think it's pretty impactful that it's like, hey, you have all these skills. You're a creator. You're all these things. It's your legacy, and it is what you do, and it is what you do today that's gonna give you the outcome tomorrow, right? And if you want more, then it's the onus is on me. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, I absolutely love this. So what I want to encourage everyone to do is I want to encourage everybody to take this prompt and Mel, if you can tag the person or put the guy's Instagram handle. I forgot what his name was when you posted this the other day.
Tristan.
Yeah. If you can put his Instagram handle, what I want to encourage everybody to do is I thought that this would be a really good video. And the reason why it's a good video is because you're all going to have personalized messages that hit a little bit different. Like listen to what we've just heard already. Everyone had a different response. And so it would be a great video. And I don't care where you are, just literally sit there at your desk after this call and make this video like, hey, I put this prompt into ChatGPT and here's its response, and share that with the world. I promise you, it's something that's so meaningful and heartfelt that video will land. I want to encourage you guys to do this, push you to do this, because I promise you something positive will come out of it, or you're going to inspire somebody else that needed to hear that message this morning. They're like we're all here, and I'm sure you're hearing something like, man, I kind of needed to hear that this morning to get my ass into gear. So I encourage you to make a video based on the reply that you get from ChatGPT. Give Homeboy a shout out and be like, hey, thanks for the prompt. I took my own spin on it, and here's the results from it, right? Here's the results from it. So I saw another hand up. Let's go Hugo really quick. And if anybody else has a contribution on the conversation, we'll go to, there's Blessing. She's back. Hugo, your camera went off for a second. So I'm gonna go to Blessing. Blessing will go first, and then Hugo, back to you. Let's go, Blessing.
This is such a powerful prompt, and it's such a great reminder too about, just like in Ashley's, it said, don't let the exhaustion win. But the beautiful thing is on the other side of that, I know that we all have really big goals. Like we all want to crush it on a really high level. But just like we said in the beginning, it's all those small steps that we take along the journey to get there. Saturday, sitting in front of Hayward I was sitting in my car for 30 minutes and I was responding to emails, and I realized I used to work 16 hours a day for someone else. The level of exhaustion that I felt right then and there was the same exhaustion. And I was so proud of myself because I finally was working as hard as I had been working for someone else for my own. So when you don't ever really notice when you start to get the results, you just keep showing up every day. And it really is about the fact that you're taking action. Like, can we be taking more? Yes. Can we be showing up more? Yes. But it is the things that we do every single day along the way that Mel watched me have like a whole breakdown, because we are trying to do so much, but it's not even a breakdown where things are hard. It's just like, I prayed for this. I prayed for this business. I prayed for the level of result that I'm here for. The actions that I'm taking gave me these results. So it's no longer hard. This is just my new reality. Be grateful and okay, let's shift and make more progress forward. So this prompt, as far as what would it take to take the action, is such a good like bridge to be like, I remember when I was beating myself up about not taking the action, and now that I have. And so just start wherever you are, whatever it is, just take that first action and move forward, because when you get to see how quickly those actions, the results show up for you, it is a different level of motivation. It's a different level of internal joy.
Yeah, I absolutely love this. Love this. I appreciate your contributions at a very high level. And I appreciate you identifying like, hey, like I get to do this for me now. I'm building something for me. I've worked for corporations, I've worked for companies, I've helped them build. Now I'm actually doing something that is mine. And I can directly see the correlation with my activities, my action, and how it's impacting my life and my business. So really good stuff, Blessing. Let's go to Hugo, then we'll shift gears on the conversation.
So sorry, Coach, I was on call. I heard my name though. You said main takeaway from the prompts?
No, you had your hand up at one time, but maybe it wasn't.
Oh,
Maybe
maybe
just
it
an
was an accident. But I'll just
cool.
say something right now. That question
Sure.
about the 9 to 5, man, that one hit. Because I started last week trying to set this goal of hitting the office straight at 8 a.m., being here in front of the desk. And I'm not gonna lie, even today, I got here at 8:08, woke up like a couple minutes late, lagged it a little bit at the gym, and as I was pulling up, I saw it was 8:08, and I was like, it's fine, but thinking about it, like in a 9 to 5, being 8 minutes late constantly, that would get me fired. So that definitely hit really, changing the perspective and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Listen, I work from home a lot of the days. You're able to go and do the things that you want to do. If you don't have discipline and you go take a 4-hour nap, if you smoke a joint in the middle of the afternoon and it's just like, I'll just get to that stuff later because I'm kind of high right now, whatever it is, right? I'm not saying it's not a bad thing. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying like if it takes you off of the course of actually doing the work, then it's a problem. But if you can maintain, you can do all the things. I'm just using that as an example. But you have to ask yourself, like, am I treating this? Am I clocking in? Am I clocking in? And do I know exactly the task that I need to do? And then am I clocking out? And the one cool thing about this business is that if you're doing it right, you'll get to a point where you don't have to work yourself so hard. What I mean by that is that when I'm done with work, I'm done with work. Weekends come, I'm with the family. I'm not sitting there on calls. I'm not, at the playground, at the park, on my phone. It's just you get to create, more opportunities for your lifestyle. And so I really appreciate you guys' contributions. Let's do this. I want to get right into wins for the week. I know that there was wins. I'm getting texts about wins, quite frequently throughout the week. So who has a win that they want to share from last week? New contract, something that they did that they're feel super accomplished. Maybe they got a new listing agreement. They got somebody in a contract. Who's got a win that they want to share on this beautiful Monday morning with the group? Anybody? Going once, going twice. All right, cool. Mel, let's go. Oh, cool. They're there. Wow, they came up. let's go, Mel.
I waited. I counted to 3 because I wanted other people to go before me. And
Oh, they got it.
I don't want to talk a lot on these calls. I like to learn from other people, but I had 15 groups of people through my open house in Orinda on Saturday. I had 13 groups of people through the open house on Sunday. And I had about 9 very meaningful conversations with buyers in this market that genuinely just wanted to learn a little bit more about what the market is doing, about the neighborhood. And so I got their information. I booked a listing appointment last night, actually, when I was out to dinner with Elias's wife, Amanda. I got the seller connection call right in the middle of dinner. I had to run out of the restaurant. I booked the appointment for a property, and I'm going to go see that seller today. And I also have someone that reached out to me from my open house that would like to write an offer on my listing with me. So that's a potential double end right there. So I think all in all, it was a really productive weekend. I'm seeing little nuances that other real estate agents aren't doing during their open houses. And so feel free to steal this from me or use it at your next open house. But I think it's really interesting that we have this company Slack channel and there's an off-market channel. The off-market channel has a ton of opportunities in it, but I'm not seeing any real estate agents leverage those opportunities or pull them off of the Slack channel and create an email blast or kind of a private list where they can talk to the buyers at their open houses about. So the number one thing for me was I said, I'm creating this super secret off-market list that nobody else has access to. I'm the only one that has access to it and my team. And if you want to get on that list, I'd be more than happy to share it with you. And so that one simple paragraph right there really hooked people in. And I haven't seen a lot of agents leverage this. So I think if you guys are not doing it, you should definitely start doing it and just create opportunities for yourself and for people in the market, right? You can blame it on low inventory. You can blame it on the high interest rates. You can blame it on the fucking NAR settlement. There's 1,000 excuses out there as to why an agent can't succeed in this market. I don't accept that as my reality. I accept going out there and creating the opportunities that I need to and helping people. So, yeah, just get out there, create opportunities, win-win, but I'm always looking on different ways to get better. So if anyone has an open house strategy they'd like to share with me, I'm open to learning that.
You know, here's the great thing about this. We've talked about this in the past. We even have black folders for you guys, but it doesn't even matter. What I want to encourage everybody to do is just create your own EXP exclusive folder. And the fact that we have Slack, the fact that we even have EXP exclusives when other brokerages are not sharing at this level, and just create yourself a black binder. In that black binder, you put some sheets in there and you put in the printout. I don't care if it's just a screenshot of Slack. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Don't overthink this. We've talked about this strategy before. Very few are deploying it. So let's have the conversation one more time. Make a black folder. And on the front of the black folder, off market properties, and have that right where people sign in, have that be somewhere where they're getting the list reports and the property information, a place where they're going to get your business card, grab some snacks, whatever. It's an off market property. And when someone says, oh, what's that? Oh, those are for my exclusive buyers that I work with. You want more information about our off-market opportunities here in the area as well as outside of the area? Wonderful. What's the best email? Let's get you set up. Let's set an appointment. I promise you guys, give a consumer something that they feel that they don't have, and then they instantly want that. They want more of what they can't have because they feel like there might be something in that black binder that will serve them. It is a genius approach. It needs to be deployed more, and you guys need to break the script. The script is, hi, welcome in. Are you guys working with somebody to pre-approve? It's some bullshit. Like, you just have to find some ways to connect on a deeper level, also give them something of value that they don't have. So really good reminder, Mel. Let's go to Lisa Torres. Lisa Torres, I've been seeing all the things you're doing. Huge shout out to you. I appreciate you tagging me, sending me videos. Feels like you have tremendous momentum right now. So Lisa, what's good? What's on your mind? What's your contribution?
Oh, I'm trying to jot down all the wins because it has been a lot this month. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming.
So let's just pause here for a second. So I think that this is a sense of pride and a sense of, Lisa went through some hard shit lately. Okay, she went through some hard times. She's, it's been a struggle. And I think that what's happening now is that it's like finally the things are coming full circle. And correct me if I'm wrong, Lisa.
No, absolutely. And the insanity program that we did, like
Intensity.
really, and yeah, it seemed insane, but that was just like a huge kickoff to a lot of this momentum. And so last week I had a closing the day before my birthday. So in my family, we've got 3 birthdays back to back, which is crazy. So it's me, my mom, and my daughter, like one day after another. And then on my birthday, I met a lead buying in Berkeley for 1.3 million. So that was like a great birthday present. Had a great day with some friends out in the Bay. Recently took on, right now it's off market, but my first like multi-million-dollar listing. And then yesterday, a video drop that I did with a good friend of mine who's a local producer, but he's worked with some major artists. He's worked with Janet Jackson, Lionel Richie. I mean, he produced Tyrese's Lately song. And so, but with that, we were able to put together a really dope video where we're talking about how musicians, just like small businesses, can get into home ownership using non-traditional financing. So those are my wins this month.
And walk me through this, because I feel it's important. Anytime we have a vulnerable moment, like, what part of all of this is making you emotional? I want to know, like, what is it? Is it pride? Is it like, oh my God, it's like I've been through so much? Like, what is it?
2023 was probably my worst year since 2008. So it's just finally getting through all the BS and not giving up.
You guys sit with that for a moment. Like, we've all had bad years, right? For some of us, our bad years are more more recent, but we've all gone through that. And the fact that she has just stayed head down, focused on the end result, and she did join insanity. Call it whatever it will. It's called intensity, but yeah, it was pretty insane. And she completed it. And we have your present for you. Vernon's going to deliver it to you. We have your intensity shirt, but you guys, let's do a quick intensity plug for the people that are on this call that are thinking about, should I tap in? Should I do it? Anybody that I've seen that has completed that program, it has only resulted into positive progress in their business. The next one's January 3rd. Don't sign up if you're not ready, but if you're ready and you want to really take things to the next level, I want to encourage you guys to be there. And listen, this is inside information. Please don't leak this yet. For everybody that is on the team as a part of our organization, they will not pay ever to be a part of intensity. Anybody outside of our organization is going to have to pay a fee to be a part of it. It's just the way it goes, and we're going to monetize it. And the reason why we're going to monetize it, because I know the impact that it's going to have. So you guys will always have that as a resource, just like coaching. But anybody outside of the organization, they're going to pay to play. And that's something that we decided. It's going to run through, a similar process, but there's going to be some things that, you'll see that in the future, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be intense, and we're going to take things to the next level. So Lisa, I'm beyond proud of you, and thank you for sharing. Let's give her some love, lights, and positive energy while she's here. It's not my intention to make you guys cry, but my intention is to make you think. And sometimes that's going to provoke some type of, emotion. So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you sharing. Let's go D Bledsoe, and let's go Joanne, and then we'll go onto Let's go D. Wins.
Good morning. Wins. I've been talking about this same client for almost a month now that I've been showing every day. They didn't listen to me on our first two offers. And they just this weekend had told me, man, we should have listened to you about the house on 25th. We should have went for that counter because the house went for $100,000 less. Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost your audio for a second.
Am I back?
We're back.
Okay. Well, long story short, this client that I've been running around with for a month, we finally agreed to a counter from the seller on another home. And so after a month of literally 30 consecutive days almost of looking at homes and putting in offers, we're in contract as of yesterday on a home for them. It cost them almost $100,000 for not listening to me on another home, but it's just a win. And then another buyer client of mine, we're a backup offer that's looking like it'll fall. The offer that they accepted will fall out, so we should be in contract on a second one tomorrow. Fingers crossed on that. And then third win I'll share is I have this listing in Vacaville that has gotten no traction. We haven't gotten one offer in 68 days, I think. I think that's how long we're on the market, is at 68 days. But I just had a hard conversation with my seller yesterday, and I made it more difficult than it really was, because I presented her with the facts, and she's willing to lower the price on the home, which should get us some more traction. But I was a little nervous to have that conversation just because I didn't want to come off as being wrong about how we priced it the first time. But again, presenting the facts and how things are moving, she was cool with it, and it was an easy conversation. So things have just been flowing lately, and it's because I keep showing up and not giving up on myself.
God, I love this. Congratulations to you. And way to stick it out. Way to stick it out with the people that are a little hard-headed. They're a little stubborn. They're paying the price for it. But at the end of the day, sometimes hard-headed consumers need to realize that their strategy is not the winning strategy. And then, you know what, Demian? You were right. We probably should have listened to you. You're the expert. But at the end of the day, they're in a home, and that's all that matters. So congrats to you. Let's go to Trinity, and then we'll go to Onto, and then we'll go to Joanne. Let's go, Trinity. Good to see you. Thanks for being on. Let's go.
Hello. So I normally don't really say anything. I'm a bit shy, but Lisa really struck me, and I really don't want to cry either. But I've been having a really, really rough fucking time. And I think what really got me was I really appreciated her sharing that, because it shows me that I can overcome it too. And over the last, I want to say, week, I was just in such a dark spot, and I wasn't really doing much. I felt like I was doing a lot, but nothing productive. And I just told myself, and I was raised on a lot of tough love, so I give myself a lot of tough love. And I mean, I just had my first close with Team Fast probably a week and a half ago. I don't even think I posted about it. I was just like, oh my God, like I couldn't even be happy about it, to be honest. But I've been trying to post more on social media, and surprisingly, it's working, and I feel like I still don't really post. And I decided to host an open house super last minute. Nobody showed up, but I went and stopped and got some gas to make sure my super key would work. And I met a lady at a gas station who's been looking for an agent, and it's her birthday on Wednesday. And she said, "This is what I want for my birthday, is I want to talk to you. It's always been my dream." And then just being vocal about being a realtor, I guess, has just been helping me over the last week. And just, I don't know, I'm usually a pretty private person, but I've got about 4 new people I'm talking to now because of that. So that's all I have to share.
I appreciate you opening up, and listen to what she just said. Normally, I don't talk. I get a little bit shy, and I don't press the button to raise my hand. And the fact that she just did, she shared. There's similar people on this call that have gone through struggles or are going through struggles right now. And please raise your hand if you're one of those people that have gone through some recent struggles or in the midst of a current struggle. So Trinity, when in doubt, focus out. There's tons of people on this call that were probably down to hop on a call with you, share their insights, bounce some ideas off of you, be like, hey, this video worked for me, maybe try this. There's just so much knowledge on this group. Lean into the group. Whenever you feel like, damn it, I feel like I'm up against the wall, know that there's other people that have been against that wall, crashed through that wall, climbed over that wall. So know that you have tons of support on this group. And I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you opening up, and appreciate you grabbing the mic. Let's go on to, and then Joanne.
You guys, my first win is I finally got my buyer contract. I signed that this past week, and we went and tore a bunch of houses over the weekend. So that was the first win, and I was really excited about that. It's family fun. It's actually my aunts-in-law funds. So that was the first win. And the second win is I've been trying to get this buyer to answer my email, and they look at everything I send, but just no communication. So I finally, wrote this one email that telling them like the reason why I have always been top producers in all the sales jobs that I've done is that because I understand my clients, etc., and went on. And that really triggered them. And he finally wrote back. And so that was another win. And then he also added his wife into a communication, because I keep sending them, because he finally told me what he was looking for or they're looking for. And I send them things or houses that I think that would fit, that they would like. And this one property, a really incredible property, and they love it. They keep looking at it. They're looking at it for 7 times now. And I finally got them in my bag, and so that is a small win, but it's a pretty damn big win, because I freaking emailed them for weeks. So those are my 2 wins.
I really like this messaging because something was probably different in that last email that got them to respond. You probably put a little bit more pressure, a little bit more heart, and it got them to respond. And so I think we all need to be very conscious of how we write, what we write. Now, obviously, there's a use for ChatGPT for certain things, but like some of you are really, really good writers, and your messaging, your heart, your energy come across in the words that you use and the words that you write and type. And so I appreciate that at a very high level. Great job. On to, let's go over to Joanne, then we'll come back over to Oliver.
Okay, so I had a small win. I did my first open house that I've done in many months. So it's been probably 5 or 6 months since I did an open house, and the main reason is because my husband and I have a family business. I'm usually working there on the weekends, so it doesn't. Or if I'm not there, then I'm traveling to deal with my rental properties. So finally, I had an opportunity to do an open house. I got on Slack, looked to see who needed open house help at the last minute in my area. I texted her. I was amazed that nobody had snatched it. And it was in Concord, a house at $725. It just had a price drop, so a price improvement. Sorry. So we had good traffic through. There were 7 groups through, and everyone coming through. Nobody had a problem signing the sign-in sheet, and but every person put under agent yes or no. Yes, they had an agent. And finally, at like 3:35, this was 2 to 4. 3:35, a couple comes through. Do they have an agent? No. And they were actually open to talking to me, open to working with me. So I emailed them about 5 minutes after they left. They already had an email in their email box when they got home. And I'm super excited. They seemed really open to working with me and wanting to learn more about the area, which I'm very familiar with. So that was my win.
That's it. You guys, the idea of an open house is just to book an appointment. I don't care how many people came through the open house. If you didn't book an appointment, then we didn't do our job. The idea is to get one person that wants to have an additional conversation with you and move them closer to the bottom of the funnel. So really good job, Joanne. Let's go Oliver, and then we're going to shift gears on the conversation. Thank you for your contribution, Joanne. Congrats. Let's go Oliver.
Yeah, so my win for the week, I got 3 clients pre-approved. So that's my win, so eventually we're going to be writing offers. We started going to see homes over the weekend. So yeah.
I love it. I love it. Congrats. Now, do you use a lender up there? Somebody you've been working with for a while?
Yeah, actually my go-to lender is my brother. He's been in business for 15 years. So yeah.
So Ashley, back off. All right. He's got his brother working with him. Okay. Well, I'd love to refer him to you, but his brother's in the game. So I absolutely love this. Absolutely love it. So congrats to you. You guys, I want to share something with you. And I thought that this was really cool. And Judith, thank you. Sometimes I give her impromptu things to share or to do. And she did. So thank you. And I want to share this with you guys because I felt it really resonated with this group, and it resonates with all of our messaging. And it says here, always stick to what makes you weird, odd, strange, and different. That's your source of power. That's your source of power, which is similar to occupying your niche. Embrace your strangeness, identify what makes you different, fuse those things together, and become an anomaly. We say it time and time again, the people that are truly different, that expose their authenticity, are the ones that are always going to win. So if you're still feeling a little bit gun shy about expressing the true person that you are, that is 100% what separates you in the business. And so I wanted to, before I share a couple slides with you, I wanted to bring this up because it reminds me, I'm going to be doing a keynote speech this Thursday in New Jersey. And I've wrote the whole thing out and I've prepared the slides. I want to share some of this with you guys, but I'm bringing a prop this time. And I want this to be a reminder for everybody. And if you've been on coaching calls with me, what do you think I am bringing this red phone all the way to New Jersey? Who can tell me why I'm bringing this red phone as a part of my keynote presentation? Anyone want to take a crack at it? Anyone want to take a stab at why I would actually bring this thing? I'll give you guys a second. You guys got to go back into some of our older calls. Nicole, you had a thought?
Maybe to encourage people to use the phone and cold call because people are afraid of it. So by making it red, it stands out more.
No, but I appreciate that. Good guess. Let's go, Ashley.
Is it the popsicle phone?
It's the popsicle hotline. You're absolutely right. So I have white gloves, I have a phone, I have a silver platter, and it all comes from the book, The Power of Moments. Now, mind you, I'm not going to say a single thing when I get up on stage. I'm not going to say a single thing, but I'm going to have this weird phone with me and these gloves and this thing, and I'm going to set it on a nice stool. It's going to sit there. But the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is because my whole presentation is about creating, defining, and memorable moments throughout our presentations. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my own popsicle hotline through my presentation to furthermore bring home the point of us really looking at our presentation and defining what that experience is like for the consumer. And as you guys are diving deep into the playbook of what you guys want to do and how you want to impact your buyers, how you send out your, thanks for touring with me or whatever you're going to do, your confirmation of the appointment, how you're reviewing comps disclosures, how you're reviewing the RPA, what you're sending them through escrow, your 12-step escrow process, that every step they get an email or they get a video. Like, what does that actually look like? My hope is that people start to really define what that looks like in 2025. And so I want to share that with you because I have shared that here in this call. And I'm glad that Demian got it. And properly, rightfully so, I am calling the keynote Popsicle Hotline. And I just want to give you guys a quick glimpse because it's really important to me since we've shared it here and it all started here. So it's going to be a very super colorful presentation. Please don't share these slides. And it's going to go through this whole entire journey of making sure that we create powerful moments throughout our presentation. So you guys, I'm really happy to deliver this. I was inspired by you guys by a session we did here on July 5th. And I'm really excited about what this is actually going to entail and how this is going to make an impact on them. I'm reminding you of this because you all have the opportunity to do so. And before we start to wrap our session today, I wanted to do something. I want to pause because I need you guys all to do something for me right now. Before we go on, I'm going to pull something up on my screen here and let's do this. 1 second. All right, I'm going to go here and I'm going to pull something up and I need your guys' quick contribution on this because this will be for you guys. Let me go here. All right, guys, so the time of the year has come and we are right here. Let me go here. I got it. All right, cool. Let me show my screen. All right, guys. So the time of the year has come. We are in the midst of getting prepared for our annual business planning clinic. We are coming to a location near you. We're going to start in Sacramento. We're going to go Hayward. Then we're going to go Oakland. What I want you guys to do right now, since you are serious about your business, since you are committed to your business. Sorry, I lost my thing here. I want you guys to RSVP right now. And I'll just wait. I want you guys to do this because I don't want you to wait. Go ahead and book a time, book a location. Thank you, Oliver. I appreciate that. Book a location, book a time. And if you're a lender on the call, this is applicable to lending as well. And if you are on the team, once I receive your RSVP, we'll go through the list once a week and I'll send you all of your numbers for this year. So year to date, I'll send you all of your numbers. That way you have your numbers. And as you're planning for 2025, if that means a 10% increase in production, whatever that looks like, I want you guys to be able to have your accurate numbers from this year and say, if I was able to do 10, 20, 15% more in 2025, what would that actually pencil out to? So I gave you guys the link down below. You guys can also share that with other people at other brokerages. I'm going to drop the Eventbrite and video today. We have a cool animated reel. Feel free to send that out to as many people as you want. This is open to the public and we're going to go full tilt. 3 days for the entire week, you guys. And this is a high energy, high impact. And really, we're going to dive deep into your business. Things will be a little different this year because we're going to do a little bit more lifestyle and experiences and things that you want to create personally as well as professionally. So I want you guys to get on the calendar. We're going to make this a big deal. I want to provide for you guys. I want to dive into your businesses, dive into your heart, and I want to make sure that this is a year by design and that we're all very clear on the road ahead for 2025. You guys with me? Okay, good. So as we wrap session, guys, I want you to be clear on your numbers for the week. What's going to move your needle? What's going to challenge you this week? What are you going to do that you've been dragging your ass on that you're going to actually put into motion this week? And make sure to do that prompt. And I want you guys to do that prompt. And I want to encourage you to make that video. And I want you to remember what your popsicle hopping is. And if you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, just read the book. Read the book, The Power of Moments, and it will all make sense. Because my daughter was wondering why we had this red phone on the counter for the past few days. And that's exactly the reaction that I want from the crowd. So I'm excited for this week. So let's do this. Let's go around the room. I want to hear a couple people's takeaways from our session today. Thank you for all the contributions at a very high level. Let's go Jessica Segura Hernandez, Pat, and Ariel. Get some takeaways from you guys. So Jessica, hit them with it. Oh, I told Jessica she should be Jessica Rabbit for Halloween, and her boyfriend should dress up as Roger Rabbit because she has the red hair. Her name's Jessica. I don't know. I just thought it was a crazy idea. But Jessica, give me your contributions or your takeaways from our session today.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Elias, for the idea. So key takeaway, just keep going when things get hard. If we're not doing anything daily, then that's just gonna throw us off. So continue prospecting, making your phone calls, door knocking. That way you can get into contract.
That's right. That's right, Jessica. Appreciate you. Your shirt will be delivered this week as well from Vernon. So good stuff. Congratulations on completing intensity. Let's go Pat, and then we'll go Ariel. And then I think, Lisa, is that old hand or a new hand? New hand. Okay, cool. Let's go, Pat. Key takeaways from our time together today, and then we'll go Ariel.
Yeah. Good morning, guys, and congratulations to everyone's wins last week. Key takeaways is that we have to keep in mind that in this industry, we're going to come across a lot of experiences that's going to be tough, and we're going to struggling and doubting ourselves. Just got to keep in mind that there's a lot of us here that are going through the same rough, and that we can always lean on each other at the end of the day. So don't be afraid to text or call anyone that you feel connected with. So that's the biggest key takeaway today.
I love it, bro. I appreciate that contribution. Let's go Ariel, and then we'll go back up to Lisa. Ariel, what's your takeaways from today's session?
That I need to be doing something every day that's contributing to the growth of my business. And I think that's something that I've picked up from the last several sessions. So I did actually over the weekend try to make myself a schedule of things that I'm going to be doing every day, like touring active listings and whatnot. I think another thing is to always be on, which is something that I have kind of been trying to live, but what Trinity was talking about meeting someone at the gas station, I am making a conscious effort when I'm just out and about to interact with people more and kind of give myself that opening to say, hey, I do real estate, I'm an agent, and just make those connections. Also lead form. I have business cards now, so I really want to start hosting open houses every weekend. So I'm actually making a nice type form, which was inspired by our video editor form that I'm going to try to maybe bring a little iPad and capture some leads that way.
I love it. I love it. Great stuff. She's like, I got to do something every day in my business. Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Building a schedule, sticking to your 30-day checklist, putting those things that are on 30-day checklists into your calendar, hold yourself accountable. I really appreciate this, Ariel. Thanks for being on. Thanks for your contribution. Let's go back to Lisa. Lisa, thanks for changing the tone of the entire session in a very, very positive way. Because I think, we're all very emotionally intelligent, and that's what this space is all about. And so let's go, Lisa. What's your last contribution for the call? Takeaway.
So I also just wanted to thank you because our one-on-one coaching sessions have also helped me get to those places and the wins, because I also have taken so what we're going to do next with my clients, and I have been able to lead them along further and get more results. So you're always in the back of my head where I'm like, oh shit, what would Elias push me to do right now? So thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate that. And listen, all I want for you guys is to show me your receipts. Show me your receipts and show me that the things that are shared in thoughts and ideas and strategies, they're put into action in the field. And You guys, I know a thing or two about a thing or two just because I've seen so many agents, thousands and thousands of hours of coaching. And if you're someone on this call right now that feels that you are ready to have that more intimate relationship or business proximity with me and you want to get on my calendar, feel free to book a time on my calendar. We could talk about what 4 weeks and 6 weeks looks like and what's entailed. And once again, you guys, we do not charge for coaching in our environment, but don't get on those calls with me without wanting a sense of accountability for the things that you told me were important. So you guys, I'm going to reach out to Ashley and Blessing. I had a thought. Wednesday, I'm going to be traveling to New Jersey. But if we would like to open up this space for you guys to still come together on Wednesday, I think Wednesdays are really important sessions. Let's talk about that. Blessing, Ashley, I'll talk to you guys offline. And then Friday, I'll still be doing the session from the East Coast, though. So it'll be 9 o'clock for me, or no, it'll be 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. It'll be 11:30 for me. So we'll still do the session on Friday. But let's plan to keep it for Wednesday unless I tell you otherwise. You guys, I'm stoked about this. I'm stoked about you, and I'm stoked about the week ahead. So go out there, move the needle in your business, make some connections, follow up with all of your open house people, then go out there and be very focused on what you're going to accomplish this week. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And as always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision. Go out there and fuck some shit up this week. Peace.